Alright guys, we are back. And yes, I know, this isn't the usual time I upload. Well, as of recording this is Monday, not Friday. Well, because, I'm off school and all. But anyway, today we are reacting to Requiem for a Loud, made by underrated hero. Hang on a second, I think I recognise that name. Yeah, isn't that the guy that made, what's it called, Rewrite the Stars? Yeah, it's the same person, so that's interesting. But anyway, yeah, let's just get straight into it. Chapter 1, Unexpected. Shit. I'm so glad I actually divided this just into chapters instead of reading the whole thing. Yeah, I'd be here over a day if I read the whole thing. But anyway, the Loud House family never imagined what was about to happen to them. Lincoln, the only boy in a family with 10 girls, is diagnosed with a terminal disease. With nothing left, I've got a sore throat, forgive me. With nothing left to do, the doctors give him just a few weeks left at best. How will an 11-year-old boy react when he finds out he'll die soon? What's gonna happen when his sisters find out? Will the family hold on to their emotional core being taken from them, or will they fall apart? A story of pain, lost family, and a boy that must face humanity's toughest test, accepting his mortality. Greetings readers, this is a story I started drafting a week ago. Okay. Oh shit, this is a summary. I made a giant storyboard for this, and I was so immersed within the plot that I just had to start writing it. Usually I take my time before publishing, but this fanfic right here is something else, I can tell. Oh shit. About the story in general, there are two things I want to say before we start. Number one, I will not write Lisa's dialogue the way she talks. I just can't. Oh, don't worry, I can do an impression. Don't you worry. I've read it that way and I've loved it, but it's not my thing. Second, I'm not even going to try to make clever jokes with Luann. Fuck. That would be so funny though. I know Lincoln at his grave and then Luann just pulls out a pun. That would actually be hilarious. No hate to Lincoln, of course. They're going to be plain stupid. Not so out of character though. That being said, let's get started. Disclaimer, I do not own the Loud House or any of its characters. No shit. They belong to their rightful owner. Alright, there we go. Chapter 1, Unexpected. Luckily, the neighbours were used to the big mess. It happened every time the Loud family went somewhere in the van. That Sunday morning, before they went to the park, it was the same as always. I take the front. No, you take the front. I want the window. This seat smells worse than Lana. Hey, nothing smells worse than me. I like this seat. The lack of space makes me feel like I'm in a coffin. Oh shit, that's fucking Lucy. Let me do it with her voice.
I like this seat. The lack of space makes me feel like I'm in a coffin.
Nice try, Luna, but I want the back seat and I'll get it. You can't always get what you want, sis. If you don't back off right now, you will end up like that guy who lost his left hand and left foot. Oh, that was Luann. Okay. Wow, Luann, that was way too harsh. Why? He's alright now. Get it? Oh, yeah, okay, sure. You're not even trying now, aren't you? It was a sunny day with a radiant blue sky, no clouds on sight. The warm spring breeze came along with the soft smell of flowers and grass, inviting them to have fun outside. Nothing in that warm, happy day seemed to foreshadow the terrible storm it was about to land upon the Louds. A hair on my screen. Okay, there we go. Lincoln was sitting on his house's entry, watching his sisters practically fight to the death for a good place in the van. He remembered with a smile just a few weeks ago when his plan to get the sweet spot had completely failed, ending up in a similar situation. I remember that episode, I remember that. But anyway, his sisters hadn't actually fully forgave him for trying to cheat them into that, so he decided to stay out of it until they settled down. And he would just occupy the remaining seats. That way, he was avoiding any trouble. Besides, he wasn't feeling well. He had been feeling really tired for about 2 days, getting agitated for even the smallest effort, and having a strong headache. He assumed it was because he wasn't sleeping well lately, so he shrugged it off. Still, any fight he could avoid. "Lincoln!" yelled Lola, creating a hiatus in the female hecatomb. "Why are you sitting there all alone?" Did you find a new sweet spot?" accused him Lana. No, not at all," he said hurriedly, seeing his sisters rapidly approach with hostile intentions. "You okay, dude?" asked Luna, noticing he was looking as energetic as always. "Yes, I'm okay. It's just... well... Lincoln, what is it?" said Laurie impatiently. He sighed. "I thought you were still mad at me about the whole sweet spot thing, so I decided to wait for you guys to get your seats first. Then I would just use the last one." The Loud sisters looked at each other. Lincoln had his selfish moments, like that time he bought a pool just for him. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. But in the end, he was always the one that cared the most about his siblings. Somehow, listening to him saying he didn't want to fight helped them realize how absurd it seemed to be fighting over such a stupid thing. "Come on, Lincoln, let's get in the van before Mum and Dad get outside," said Laurie, approaching his brother to take him into the van. "But how are we going to be sitting?" he asked. "All of you, make a line from youngest to oldest and get in the seats from the front and back," she quickly instructed. See, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell who is speaking because it doesn't always say who is speaking. Without arguing, everyone made a line and started getting inside the car, starting with Lisa. "Lenny," sighed Laura. Actually, I don't think I need to say that. "Yeah?" asked a blonde with a big smile. "Sorry, you're the second oldest." "Yes, I am! That means you go after everyone else." "Does it?" "Okay," she said, moving to the end of the line, allowing the twins to enter. Lucy went after, but before Lincoln could get in, Laurie stopped him. Lynn, would you mind going in now and leave the sweet spot to Lincoln? I think he earned it just this once. But I... Lynn stopped halfway through the sentence as Laurie glared at her. I mean, of course, brother, you deserve it. After hugging him and gaining a nod from Laurie, she jumped into the car. Lincoln put one step inside and turned to look at her older sister. Wait, what? At her older sister? Thanks, Laurie. Don't mention it, twerp. Literally never. After that, the rest of the girls got inside, just in time for their parents to come out of the house, carrying Lily. They entered the van, and after securing the baby in her seat, the father turned on the engine. You know what, kids? You must have broken a record today. I haven't even finished putting on my shirt. When you stopped fighting, usually it takes your mother and I about 15 minutes to calm you down after we get to the car. And you would have taken longer this time. Excitingly, said Lana. It was a slaughter. But then I saw Lincoln all sad in the entry, and then we stopped fighting, quickly added Lola. So it was actually thanks to me that everyone ended so fast. You can thank me later.
What happened, Lincoln?
Asked Mr. Loud, looking at his son through the mirror. Lincoln was about to answer him, but Lucy spoke first.
He made us realize how pointless and vain our dispute was, just like how everything we do in our lives, it's innocuous.
I've never heard that word in my life.
For it does not change our final destiny, death.
Too dark, sis, said Luna. Facts. Lucy's right about the first thing. The second was literally too weird. Lincoln didn't want to fight with us in the first place today, so he stepped aside, and that made us realize how dumb the whole thing was. The parents looked at each other, surprised about what Laurie was telling them. Wow, Lincoln, that's really mature, said Mrs. Loud. Thanks, Mom, said the boy with a smile. I mean it. Maybe you're ready for the grown-up table after all. No, he's not, replied the 10 sisters in chorus. Thanks for the support, Thanks for the support, sarcastically said Lincoln. If I'm not in the grown-up table, it's just because I don't feel like giving up dessert yet. If I actually wanted to be there, I could totally do it. Lincoln, it's clear you're not ready to go. It's clear you're not ready to the grown-up table, said Lynn with a sense of superiority. I think you forgot go. That's enough. No more arguments until we reach the park, finally, said Mr. Loud, ending the discussion. It's like Lynn just totally forgot what happened a few moments ago. You know, about fighting being useless. While the chaos inside the van started to appear with the twins fighting each other, they just forgot exactly what the moral of the story was. Anyway, Luna with her headphones at max volume and Lynn looking for an excuse to hit him. Lincoln began to think about what his sisters had said. It was the truth. He recently had made everything to get in the grown-up table, and the episode had ended up bad. But it really was. It was really because he sabotaged himself. Acting all grown up was really boring. He preferred the jokes, the yelling, and even the food fights that he had in the little one's table. He didn't want to quit on those things. Why rushing up having to get to the grown-up table? He was a kid after all. Oh my goodness, I am actually so glad I'm only doing chapters per video. Oh my goodness. Fortunately, they got to the park in a few minutes. While their parents took Lily to the nearest sandbox, the rest of the children started drifting apart. Lisa found an anthill and started taking notes on the ants' behavior. Lola and Lana went to the slides and swings, trying to get along with the rest of the kids their age. Lucy looked for a lonely place where no one would bother her while she wrote her dark poems. Lynn started running with her soccer ball until she found a couple of boys playing a match and decided to join them. Luna started playing her guitar on top of a bench with a couple of people watching her. And Luann decided to record everything in case something funny happened, like Luna stage diving right to the ground. Laurie and Lenny sit under a tree. While Laurie was busy texting with Bobby, Lenny found herself surrounded by a bunch of boys trying to impress her and get a number. Oddly enough, Lincoln found himself alone with no sisters. What? With no sisters trying to get him to do anything. A little taken aback from the fact, he decided to take advantage of this by doing what exactly? I don't know. What were 11-year-old boys supposed to do on a park with no one to play with? Shit, I'm sorry. More than without a clue about what he should be doing, he decided to start walking, looking for something to do. He spent the next hour walking, but he didn't find anything to do. He toured the whole park, trying to avoid his sisters, until he found a lonely tree whose branches were perfect to climb. Usually he wasn't the climbing trees type, but he was so bored and the tree looked so tempting that he decided to do it anyway. Oh my goodness, it's taking my breath away. Literally. So he climbed the tree, and once he reached the top, he rested against the trunk and watched between the leaves. You spelt leaves wrong. Wait, did you? I don't know, man. It was really quite in there. Sitting beneath the shadow of the oak, being able to see everyone while hidden from them. Well, they don't call it Royal Woods for nothing. Sorry, that was bad. As his headache returned, it was starting to hurt more often. He decided to close his eyes and relax. We're nearly 20 minutes in already, and this is just the first chapter. Anyway, he didn't want to fall asleep, but he found a comfortable position where he managed to relax himself. Still, he wondered why he was the only one who could found nothing to do with the There's always errors, isn't there? Literally. Every fanfic or comic I read, there's always like a spelling mistake in. I don't want to sound like a grammar police, but it's just something my mind picks up. Anyway, all his sisters had found their place within seconds of arriving. Lisa, Lucy, and Laurie maybe enjoyed more being alone, undisturbed. But the rest had managed to get along with people they didn't know without even trying. A feeling he was lately trying to ignore came to his mind. An awful sensation that he was the only one that wasn't good at anything in his house. That incident with the trophy case was still in his mind. All their sisters were good at something, and even though his case wasn't empty now, that trophy was just a gift from his sisters. It wasn't real. Perhaps, after all, he wasn't good at anything. He suddenly heard a thud and felt the tree vibrate. He looked down and saw a soccer ball bouncing in the ground, and a girl picking it up.
"Stupid boys,"
said the girl, kicking the ball once again against the tree.
"Who needs them anyway?"
You. As she picked up the ball, but this time she held it against her chest and reclined herself against the tree. "Lynn?" said Lincoln in a whisper so she couldn't hear him. Oh my, another one. She looked pretty sad, sitting with the ball against her chest. Lincoln was sure he had seen her playing with a group of boys about her age. Was the game over already? Had they fought? He thought about coming down and talk to her, but he wasn't sure that was the best idea.
"I don't need them," muttered Lynn.
muttered Lynn. "I don't want to play with them neither. I can do it alone." Sounds like a little kid having a temper tantrum, not gonna lie. He sensed the sadness in her last words. He knew how much her sister tried to keep her tough girl appearance. So for her to sound this sad, this had to be some pretty big deal. He finally decided to talk with her, since he didn't want her to find out he had been listening. He climbed down by the other side of the tree, trying not to make a noise. He finally positioned himself beside... Oh my... Why can't I read today? Behind Lynn, who wasn't aware of her brother's presence. "Hey Lynn," he said at last, scaring his sister. Too for flinching." "Hey," she complained, smiling at the weak punches he was giving her in the arm. "That's not how it works. You can't just loose it out of nowhere to scare the other one." "Oh, no, you can't just Lucy out of nowhere to scare the other one." "Whatever. Why aren't you playing soccer?" he asked, knowing that this could hurt her sister a little. "Do you mean his?" "Wait, Lincoln's a girl?" "Oh!" Indeed, Lynn's face shadowed a little. "I was playing with some boys, but they kicked me out." "What? Why?" "Boys don't like girls being better than them in sports," she solely said, looking straight to the ball in her hands. "Even in school they always try to avoid me. It's not my fault to be this good, you know. If they trained as hard as I do, they'd be good as well, and they wouldn't be afraid to play with me." He noticed how sad her sister seemed to get and decided to intervene. "Well, if they don't want to get an up-close lesson on how to play soccer, it's their loss. Who needs them anyway?" Lynn looked up with a shy smile on her face. "Thanks, Lincoln. But some sports are meant to be played by more than one person. That's what I'm here for." The big smile Lynn gave him made Lincoln feel really happy. "You mean it? Of course. Let's kick it up, shall we?" Lynn quickly stood up and kicked the ball forward. Lincoln once again began thinking about his lack of abilities and his almost empty case. Perhaps, after all, he was good at being a brother to his sisters. He really liked that thought. He liked feeling he could make his sisters happy. Perhaps he wasn't as useless as he thought he was. He started playing with Lynn, chasing her around the park, trying to get her and steal the ball, but she was very good, fast and skilled, so he could barely keep up with her the very few times he managed to steal the ball, he could only keep it for some seconds before he lost it again. Even though he didn't have her sister's stamina, all this years, I think you meant these years, her practicing did their thing, and he could usually keep up for about 20 minutes before getting tired. How long have we got? But that day, little after 10 minutes, Lincoln stopped, barely being able to stand up. His heart was beating incredibly fast. Oh, voice crack for the first time in 25 minutes. Barely being able to stand up, his heart was beating incredibly fast and strong, like it was trying to escape from his chest. He was breathing hard, not being able to recover from the effort, and his head was killing him once again. He couldn't believe he was this bad after only 10 minutes. Alright, Lynn, you win. Can we play something more still? You gotta work up, bro, she said, while doing kicks with the ball. Stay right there. Let's practice long passes, okay? Okay, you go while I try to catch my breath. Lynn walked away about 30 meters before preparing the ball. Here it goes. With a strong kick, the ball went up in the air, landing right in front of Lincoln. Sid stopping the ball was his great weakness. He cheated and used his hands to catch it. Lynn yelled him somewhat about not being practicing for goalkeeper. Poor grammar, I'm sorry, but it's true. But he could barely listen to her. Dude. He was feeling dizzy. Although it was a strange sensation. It was like everything started moving in slow motion. He could still feel his heartbeat pounding in his chest, like his heart didn't know he was running anymore. Come on, kick it back. Alright, we're nearly there now. Alright. Shit, where? Okay. Come on, kick it back. With a lot of effort, Lincoln managed to kick it. But he couldn't give it as much strength. Oh my, you spent the strength from. As he intended to do. The ball didn't even left the ground. It slid all the way to Lynn, who stopped it with her soul. He saw that she was saying something, but this time he didn't even hear it. He took a hand to his head, which was hurting him almost as bad as his chest. Wait, so is this how he died? Is this how he dies? I meant. He didn't remember ever feeling so much pain, and yet he wasn't able to react properly. He was standing still, with his gaze lost, completely dazed. He saw Lynn kicking the ball. He watched it getting nearer and nearer, all in slow motion. He knew what was going to happen way before it did, but he couldn't even think about dodging it. With a thud, he fell backwards on the ground, the ball bouncing right next to him. He felt some sore in his forehead, but it was indistinguishable from the overall pain he was feeling. He couldn't even move anymore. All he could see was the blue sky and some trees on the background. Link, are you okay? He heard before Lynn's face appeared in front of him. She looked worried. Lincoln, you're bleeding. You hear me? Lincoln! It seemed that Lynn was shaking his shoulder, but he couldn't answer her. Everything was becoming a blur. Why is your nose bleeding if I hit you in the forehead? Lincoln, why aren't you answering? She said. shaking him hard. Lincoln, Laurie, Luna, someone help! Someone came in a rush, but he wasn't able to see who it was. Everything turned black, and he quickly passed out. Okay, so as you may have noticed now, English is not my first language. Oh, okay. Alright, my bad. You know South America, Messi, Maradona, the Pope. I didn't tell you guys before you started reading, but I need you to at least give it a shot. I'm really trying to write this as best as I can. Obviously, I'm aware that there may have been a lot of mistakes I don't see, because I don't know best. I believe you could read this without too much inconveniences. But if you found a part that was awfully written, or that was just too confusing, please let me know and I'll try to fix it. About the chapter itself, what's wrong with Lincoln? What does he have? Okay, how will the rest of the family react to this? Well, next chapter will be answering some of these questions. See, I did kind of have a feeling this person wasn't English. But anyway, wow, that was just one chapter. One chapter out of 27, I think. Well, it was interesting. It was definitely interesting, to say the least. Nowhere near as disturbing as the Loud House comics I've read. You know, like Rewrite the Stars, It's Not Your Fault. But yeah, well, it's been over half an hour. And yeah, I'll get back to chapter 2 soon. But I might upload Wednesday. It might not be Requiem for a Loud. Who knows? But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you are more than welcome to like and subscribe, but no need to. But anyway, have a good night or good day whenever you're reacting to this. Peace.